is EJ from Taurota Tarot. I hope you guys are having a good end to your weekend. I hope you had a good weekend. Hope you have a good start to your work week tomorrow. So this is a reading that I do primarily for Taurus. I pair Taurus with the other 11 zodiac signs. Well, actually Taurus and Taurus as well. But I pair Taurus with every other zodiac sign. So if you're a Taurus dating a Capricorn, I do Taurus and Capricorn, Taurus and Aries, Taurus and Taurus, Taurus and Gemini. So I've gotten some feedback and people want to know, well, how come you don't do it for all the signs? It would literally take me almost 8 hours a day for 2 weeks to do all 12 signs with every other sign. So I don't not want to do it. It's just unfortunately I don't have enough time to do every sign with every sign. So I said I was going to pick maybe 12 pairings a month and do those. So Leo, this is for you if you are paired with a Sagittarius. So you know that this reading is primarily for the Leo that's paired with a Sagittarius. So it's 9 cards, my regular spread, 3 for recent past, 3 for current, and 3 for future energy. I'm pulling 2 for overall energy. And we do 3 for guidance from the universe with the oracle cards. I may pull 3 for guidance for the universe and just 2 regular oracle cards. So to see what decks I'm using, look below. As always, thank you. Please like, share, and subscribe. I appreciate all of you. So let's get this kicked off, Leo. This is a reminder. I do my cards straight up. I don't do reversals. So this is for Leos paired with Sagittarius. So from underneath the bottom of the deck, you got the 9 of Cups. And you got the Strength card. I promise you the Strength card will make herself known when she's ready. So let's see what we got going on here. So that's both of y'all. 5 of Wands. Land of confusion. Oh, another guarded set of folk with the 4 of coin. And then at the end of all of this, the 8 of Wands. Leo, for your current energy, 3 of Wands. Wow. 6 of coin. And the King of Swords. And the beginning of your future energy, the Queen of Cups. The 2 of coin. And the 10 of Cups. Whew, have mercy. Well, let's see what we got going on, Leo, with your Sagittarius. So, looks like coming out of your recent past, there was some confusion, some just lack of clarity, lack of focus between you and your Sagittarius. It seems like for some of you, you know, if you were in the relationship or out of the relationship. So this is not going to resonate with everybody. Probably newer relationships within the last year or two, and probably Leos and Sagittarius that are not living together. It's probably who this is going to resonate with most. But it seems like coming into this, you guys were just kind of all over the page, and this is the actual living thing that is this. It's a piece of art. This is the card. Your mind just all over the place. No focus. Everybody just kind of, you know, hitting and missing. At some point, it seems like the 2 of you, not just you, Leo, but you and the Sag decided you were going to get kind of serious, but you were very guarded. You, Leo, were guarded. You, Sagittarius, too, were guarded. And everybody was just kind of not talking about anything of any importance. But both of you have a lot of emotion in this relationship. From there, a lot of quick communication, a lot of fast texting, phone calls, emails, Snapchat, Facebook, whatever, Messenger Lite, whatever you're using, a lot of this going on. And this is kind of where the relationship may have actually become a relationship at this point. Future energy, current energy. Leo, what's going on? What happened? Because now all of a sudden you feel like you're spinning your wheels. It's just like all of a sudden you just like, I'm not moving forward, I'm not moving backward, I'm not going sideways, I'm just spinning my wheels. And it feels like your Sagittarius, um, something here with the communication between the two of you. Just kind of, it was going good, and I don't know, somebody said something and somebody else backed it up. However that is resonating with you, Leo, but that's how it's coming to me. And somewhere in the communication, something got lost, which has you here feeling like you're spinning your wheels. Like you've been talking to this person and trying to explain to them, no, it's not what you thought it was, and no, it's not that. At the middle of all of this, Leo, your centerpiece card, the Six of Coins. It could be that you're telling too much, and this is your challenge card as well. It could be, it's about sharing the wealth, but it goes beyond money. And in this reading, it's coming back as information. It could be that you were just sharing too much of what you know. And maybe maybe that's where the breakdown in communication is coming from. Maybe this is why now you feel like you're actually spinning your wheels because your Sag is backed up. Your Sag is still carrying this Four of Coins, this guarded energy. It's still carrying that. I can feel that. So your challenge here is maybe to understand what you're sharing and when you're sharing, because maybe some of the things that you're telling your Sag, maybe it's just not the time. Maybe you're telling too much too soon. That's your challenge. That's your centerpiece card. At the end of all of this, Leo, you can't just make decisions to keep the peace. You can't just, because we go back here, you may be sharing too much. You can't just shut down, and this is an air card. This has got a lot to do with communication. You can't just shut this down and start making decisions. Well, if I'm sharing too much, then I'm just not going to say anything. That's basically a decision to keep the damn peace, and it's petty. You can't go here like that. You just can't. You have to learn how to work through whatever your communication issues are. If your partner is telling you, Leo, you telling me too much, then hear that and ask, what am I saying that's too much? And I think if this person really cares about you, they'll give you an honest answer. But you can't just make decisions, and that's about where you are now. You feel like you're spinning your wheels. You've said all you can say, and you can't explain this anymore. And your partner's actually telling you, no, I don't really want you to explain anymore. I don't want to talk about it. And wherever that breakdown is between the two of you, you got to work through that. You can't just go, well, oh, fuck it. I'm sharing too much, so I'm just going to make decisions to keep the peace. It won't work. It won't work because your Sagittarius is going to feel like you're being disingenuous. Pow, future, disingenuous, fake, not real. That's how you're going to come off if you go through with this and just decide you're going to just shut it down. I'm not going to do nothing. I'm just making a decision to keep the peace and I'm not good. No, wrong. Because this is how you'll be perceived in the future, as being fake and, oh, well, yeah, and like you're just interested in disingenuous, like you really are not in it to be in it. From there, you can't get wishy-washy and decide, well, I don't know what I want to do. You have to, Leo, make some kind of decision about, are you going to be in this or you going to be out of it? Again, I think where it starts breaking down for you, Leo, is when you start making the decision to make decisions to keep the peace. Well, if I can't say that, I'm not going to say anything. Well, if I can't go there, then I just won't go anywhere. Yeah, no. And then decide you're going to get wishy-washy about it. At the end of it, that's not going to help the situation. And at the end of this is not really an upright card right now. It would be reversed, which would tell me that somebody is going to decide to leave the relationship. And Leo, I don't think it's going to be you. Be more like the Sagittarius, because at the end of all of this, it's going to feel like to them that it's a game that's being played. And I'm certain, Leo, that is not how you're trying to go at this, but that's the way that it's coming across. And I understand when you shut down, I get this. I totally get it. Fuck it. I can't figure out what's right now, so I'm just gonna make a decision to keep the peace. I ain't gonna say shit. I ain't gonna wanna wear. I'm gonna say, I get that, but the tendency is to get in that energy and stay in that energy until somebody blows up, and then your communication all over the place. Fast talking, fast emailing, saying things you don't really want to say, which end up in the end damaging your relationship. So I think when you get here, which is your current energy, within your current energy, and you feel like you just want to shut it down and just do the fucking thing and just not do anything, that's probably where you need to just take a step back and go, okay, I don't have to do quite that. You're missing the victory and the success of this if you're not communicating, Leo. That's what this is, the overall energy. And that's probably what you're feeling, like you're missing the good part of this. And especially if your current thing is to just shut it down, this is how you're feeling. There's no victory, there's no success. But, Leo, this is your card. This is you. You have the strength to work through the communication issues. You really do. You have it. And in that strength, you have the patience to hear what your partner is really trying to say to you. And not just all this fast back and forth, not really hearing, not really communicating. Because I think you're trying to communicate, Leo, but I think you're coming at the Sag so fast with it, they're not getting the full intent of what you're trying to say. So this can happen. If you really want this like this, and this can happen as long as you keep working on the communication. I'm just saying. I know y'all like, I gotta cut this off. I don't want to hear this bullshit today. It's a heads up, Leo. It's a heads up, and it's a good heads up. And if you are interested in staying with this person, this is good to know that you can work on your communication, and that you don't have to feel like you're spinning your wheels or that you're giving up too much. Just communicate, and your partner will let you know what's good for them and what's not good for them. Let's see what guidance. So the first card is Universe. The second card is Shadow. And the third card is Material and Spiritual Prosperity. So here's what this is saying to me. The universe got you, Leo. And if you trust the universe has the knowledge and the wisdom that you need. And maybe saying something as simple as, universe, make sure I only say or make sure I only share what I need to. It's something that simple. So the universe, the advice right here from the universe is trust it. Trust it. It's got the knowledge, and if you do, you will come out of this being successful. With the shadow card here, especially in the current energy, what's resonating back is just the shutting down part of this. And this is really going to bring out a side of both of you, Leo, both you and the Sagittarius, that either one of you are probably not going to like. So it is probably in the better interest of both of you to keep the communication going and not shutting down to the point where, you're just doing stuff and you're not really talking about it. And this coming up next to the current cards, that's no mistake. That's no mistake there. That's definitely letting you know, if you don't get the communication up and out and make it a routine to talk to each other, especially if you're not living together. And I know I said at the beginning of this, probably going to resonate more with those who are not. For those of you, for some of you, you may be living together, you know what this can do to your home when you're not talking. Doors get slammed, toilet seats get slammed down, and phones get thrown around, and TV remotes end up under the couch. You know what I'm saying? So, universe is just giving you a little warning. You don't want to go there. and you don't want to pull that side of either one of you out. Future, if the two of you decide to stay together, the success is there. And not just from a material aspect, but also from a spiritual aspect. So I have a feeling that the two of you working through whatever communication difficulties you have is actually giving you some type of spiritual bonding, which I don't know who doesn't want that in a relationship. I just don't. But there is material and spiritual prosperity at the end of all of this. So for either one of you, Leo or Sagittarius, don't feel like this is something, here we go, like you're just spinning your wheels and there's nothing to get out of this. If you decide to stick with this relationship, there's success for you at either end of the spectrum. I'm just saying. I'm going to leave this here, Leo. I hope you guys have a wonderful week. I hope you have a good almost end of the month, and I will talk to y'all soon. Bye, y'all.